Hello, this is Henry from TradeFit. Today is the 8th of November 2016 and we're going to be looking at the US election and also gold. We are currently in the last 24 hours before the results come out, and this is going to be a very significant election for the whole world and the global market. If Trump is elected, we will see a large movement from the status quo, whereas Hillary will keep the status quo, and the market is seeing Hillary as the safer option in this race. The United States is a highly powerful country in terms of politics, economics, military, and its influence reaches the four corners, influences nearly every country on the planet. So the markets will react globally to this event. We see here from Nate Silver's esteemed blog. He is a very accredited statistician, and he has seen a 71.2% chance of Hillary winning this election. From Predicted, we see that there's an over 80% chance of Clinton winning, and the polls are generally seeing a Hillary victory, but still there is a lot of uncertainty. People don't know whether to believe the polls and whether they're actually representing the mood of the American public. If we remember Brexit, Britain leaving the European Union, what we saw was a market anticipating Britain to stay, as it looked like Britain was staying in. Then on releasing the polls from Newcastle and Sunderland and all the other polls afterwards, Britain left and the market dropped significantly, taking the market off guard. So the market is worried about another Brexit style scenario. The big difference with Hillary and Trump lies on globalization. Hillary's pro-globalization, whereas Trump is against it. So in terms of the likes of the North American Free Trade Agreement and also the Transatlantic Trade Investment Partnership and TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, Trump is very much against these, and these are economic agreements, global agreements, or regional agreements, and Hillary's for them, Trump's against them, and their differences will cause huge changes for the global economy. Trump is also pro-protectionism and also takes more of a nationalistic approach. In terms of the markets we're looking at for big moves, we have the likes of the Japanese yen, the Mexican peso, US stocks and gold. Now hedge funds are currently hiding out in gold to protect themselves, as gold offers this safe haven bid where all goes bad, then go to gold. It has had value before the pyramids were built, and it's weathered all the crises that the world has thrown at it. In terms of gold, we've already seen reactions in the gold market. So from Comey, the head of the FBI, Comey reopened the investigation into Hillary Clinton. This shot up gold has increased the probability that Trump would win the election. And then when Comey closed the case over the weekend, we saw gold gap down below 1,300, and it looked more likely, increased the probability that Hillary Clinton would win the election. Now Citigroup sees gold rising to 1,400 on a knee-jerk reaction. So this is a 1 week chart. So each candle bar represents 1 week. You can see 2009 over here, 2016. On a knee-jerk reaction, they see a Trump victory push gold up to the 1,400 level, and if Hillary wins, then it'll go down to 1,250. They also see that in the medium term, Hillary's policies could support gold due to likely fiscal stimulus when she takes presidency, which can cause inflation supporting gold. With HSBC, their bank's chief precious metal analyst James Steele believes gold will enjoy an 8% jump whoever wins. So that an 8% jump would bring it to 1,400, as both candidates' trade policies can stimulate demand for gold. And gold, he says, offers protectionism against protectionism. And it is worth noting that many, though, do disagree with the fact that gold will go up on a Hillary win. In terms of the technicals, what we have here, we've had a bullish trend in gold from 2001 all the way up to 2011 up. Here, where the gold market came down, and it's forming a bullish wedge. So we say this wedge pattern is ascending, the trend's up. What people might be looking for, the technical, is a break of this wedge. So on this wedge, we've seen 4 tests on the downside. We've also seen 3 tests on the top side. The market bounced off this line, it met resistance, pushed off, and it's come back down to 1,250, and then has been pushed back up and has just tested 1,300. If we do see the market break through to 1,400 and above, then what it can do is enact this projection of the wedge here, which will project the market going up to 1,000, around about the highs here, so around about the 1,900 area there. So we could see a big move in gold. It will have the fundamentals lining up if Trump gets in, and we'll also have the technicals lining up as well. In other markets, Barclays, two big trades of the week. We have the US dollar against the Mexican peso. And with this market, the Mexican peso, because of Trump's protectionist measures, this could be bad for the Mexican economy. Because he's against NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, this can be bad for the Mexican economy. And what we can see, and what some analysts are predicting, is that the market, the US dollar against the Mexican peso, will go to the 22-23 levels. So we could see huge movement in the US dollar against the Mexican peso. Also, the Barclays is saying that if Hillary wins, they believe the dollar will go up against the Japanese yen. The Japanese yen's a safe haven bid. If the market sees Hillary getting in, the market's going to feel safer. They're going to sell off their Japanese yen because they feel there's more of an appetite for risk. They feel more safe in the markets, so they don't need that Japanese yen as a safe haven bid. In terms of the election timetable, at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we have India and Kentucky, and then we have also coming out is just 1 hour later at 7 p.m. Eastern time is Florida. This is key for Donald Trump. We also have at 7 p.m. Eastern time we have Virginia, which is a must win for Hillary Clinton. Then at 7:30 Eastern time we've got the big swing states of Ohio, which is a must win for Trump. And then at 8 we've got Pennsylvania, Michigan, New Hampshire, Western Florida, Connecticut, and also more. Now Pennsylvania is a critical swing state for Clinton and a big battleground. Michigan is part of Clinton's firewall. If Trump does do well here, it could signal victory. So later comes key results from contested states as well, and the market will be, if it needs to, will keep on looking for further indication of a winner or possible trend change. Now it's 11 p.m. Eastern time. The networks are expected to make the official call. By this point, though, the market will have largely priced in. If you do wish to see the full timetable, here's the full timetable of the results coming out just here. I'll post these in the notes along with other links as well from this video. This election is going to be highly significant, and it has the potential to cause huge movements like Brexit did. This is brought to you by Henry from TradeFit. Thank you for listening.